Welcome to today's edition. Good morning, Motherland Ghana. Ebraso say yedi djumadi sonko de ebrel ene adopay na memeni de bia ane yetenase na yedwen Oman Ghana ho. Ye ne atitu ne anintinfo atwetwe nkomo e de hwe wona ni suade hunu ene de wona pese wo ye e de boa Oman Ghana. Wo nso a wotifie a wo hwe me e de na wo ye e wo wakwan so omantem fie ba bia wo te se wo de beboa ama Oman no atimi akoso wo ne me ane ye kabomu a ema Oman atimi koso entire ye de Oman koso ebrel ene adopai ewo ewiase afana na ginara se obehwe na obetie yen na oni adi enkita ho sonko na kasa ene opani a mene ne bedi enkomo ewo fia ha ye ne ba betwetwe nkomo oye ndisi ni mapa na prepare wadi party na chi ache wa holding a lot of positions ewo party ne mu a wode aboa NDC party no dodo na afre no Major Baton Major kwaba na Major ni fie
was like and in what Major no me wo SS no
yes
na me wo cadet mu one day me senior bi o say Isaac uniform ya de cop training no em fatal nti one ne papa kasa na papa ye soja ni pin na mo ma me omo old uniforms
ni bia ha
nti me share ya me co training na my colleague Bako, who try me salute no say Major. But she said yes, I bet that political major.
Political major.
So yes, policia, me say Miss Rebel. Political one.
Political one. But I those times that we radio never hot for that. My friend commanding officer of radio.
Wow.
Now there was a time. There was a Makaka kamoni show no pa makaka yes an opportunity to be show I be telling you for so that phobia be general say obi wa hase your friend who commanding officer now that's say happy the radio
nice one
me commando radio so
yes
oh I see I see Isaac Kwame I don't know then Ngula
na last one here Baton
where did he
me free no me attending
oh we just say me not now oh yes oh that's great
usually in amount for bufu when they use the word tenning but
asantefo ene your friend is notness kabu muna sadi na be buy ti nyina ye bako and it's a busy wo me otamale mitra ho so many of my years otamale anzana e party e transfer dey abatakrade nti ye tamale takrade Kumasi boy this na masa betina kra nti yes be bia anyhow okay so me how did you get into NDC during school days and
patch one during school
one ma okuremu.
Okay, during school days, I mean, we had the test cons.
Yes.
We had the thing. I want to say thing there.
Yeah.
Oboswa na the problem kaka then Abba. But test con was more popular, and a lot of young people wanted to go into it. But then I had the opportunity to be serving some student leaders. They were with people like Haruna Idrisu.
Yes.
Omane Buama, Kifi Kwete, Elvis Efianka, so I mean, upon listening to them, I realized that look, we are a young person, that's a progress. I mean, both personally and also politically. I think the best bet was NDC.
Oh, okay.
Me starting from the backbenchers side in Nigeria. Those times, no school not mean that. Open in the party, but I was just working behind the scenes. And I had colleagues like Peter Otokuno. Otokuno is my classmate.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. That's great.
So that was when I realized that if I have friends and brothers like Otokuno being in the space, why not? I can also learn and
pushing through.
I push through.
Oh, I see.
Yes, sir.
80 over the time, joining NDC, no. Now with this Shadi pa anything. To get to where in the party?
Right. So honestly, I didn't have any specific goal, as in to get to a minister, president, national chairman, nothing. However, I felt that NDC will give me the opportunity to serve.
Okay.
So in any capacity that in future I'm to serve, why not? We share governance, we share from the government point of view and from the party point of view. Obia when the capacity for serving. So I believe that in future, if I'm also given the nod in any capacity, why not? I'll gladly serve. Yes,
but ranks of the party, no, be a more, who's a party be a more. I see no positions in Keti B, or be a constituency BB, ward BB, Sana Maramano. What holding any of those positions are now?
All right, so my constituency in Medina.
Medina constituency,
yes. So our last branch elections, that's not this very one.
Yes.
The last two around 2020 to 2024. I was a co-opted member.
Okay.
Of a branch.
So
usually the co-opted members are more like specialized individuals. That's the doctors, the professionals.
Professionals, okay.
So they just bring you into the branch to serve as like a consultant. Okay. Nkosuo, you can equally advise on that. So that was how I started. However, yeah, main election when we set up the manifesto campaign teams. I had the privilege to be put on the ICT Communication and Innovation Committee, of which Honorable Sam George was our chair, and also my papa, General Secretary Honorable Fifi Kweti and Emma Misa Kwinyano to serve on it.
Oh, for the whole NDC manifesto.
Yes,
not for Medina constituency.
No, please, manifesto.
Manifesto kakrakaya Adam and Nimha. Has
very well, yes.
Oh,
yes.
Sir.
You know all the areas are now Papa Boboso in terms of
ICT sector,
digitalization.
Yes.
The team joining and 8 years. On that note, so my brothers, as we have a group that we are actually on.
Yes.
Papa Honorable Sam George, chair.
Yeah.
So I made them with the opportunity they gave me, because it's very rare as a young guy coming in the midst of all these people.
Guru's way. Easy. Why are they Papa 2024 manifesto?
Yes, please. Now, Madam Papa Fifi Kweti, so
yes,
because he didn't only give me the opportunity, but I was also given an appointment letter.
Oh, I see.
That effect. So I have it as evidence.
Evidence that any documentation there may have over the years I come here. My DM said that and I said me argument I need to base my argument on documents, paperwork there. I need hear me pam. Oh, ICT background and you know
yes, sir. So basically, you know, 2022, there were 2 national elections. I had the opportunity to be introduced to my Papa Fifi Kweti by one of my colleagues. So he asked, I mean, he's a very detailed person. I mean, well, he's well detailed. So he asked me, what do you want? So I said, I'm an IT person. I'm into cybersecurity as well. Into myself. Now, me buana uwinia, me pese share anywhere related to ICT. And that was where he gave me the opportunity to serve. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes,
wow.
Yes,
It's now mandate to sign for the manifesto.
So basically, you know, a DNA ICT, digitalization, communication. So I mean, looking at your Papa, looking at the manifesto, you can see clearly, or you will be a information communication technology a winning so that's the same on social cyber crimes so ours was to ensure that we'll bring realistic policies. Policies are they are related to technology and people who know we the a system no more a baby boy into no Papa Sla we share activities of the cybersecurity authority, which is activities of the NCA, which means that these regulators, they are really pushing people like the telcos. They are actually pushing them low. Among for they are frauding them. What are you doing about it? You realize that they are sending awareness. The banks, they are ensuring that the security is improved within that space. So basically, the mandate of this committee was to furnish our flag bearer and currently our president with some of this highlights for him to communicate to Ghanaians, for them to accept that, look, in terms of ICT communication, this is what we want to do. Yes, please.
Okay, now comes Pempenso Ayabedri. Currently, do you hold any position by government? Say, by your mama appointment be now.
Mini appointment.
Mini appointment.
Yes, sir.
Obi o kan we Nkosuo ya tro manifesto na yetimi aka ho asem aba power.
Yes.
There been ko bi o kan manifesto no bia there say bra wo ya djuma o.
That's true. But Papa Sly, for me, I'm working. I'm in the private sector.
Okay.
I believe that was how come I was able to contribute my quota. And I also believe, say, Bibi and Emre.
Okay.
I mean, if it is not time for you to be called, I believe, say, at the right time, if I'm called upon to serve, why not? I'll gladly do so.
There's some call upon. This is the right time. Okay, so Emba, you know, who interest? Any. Next by September will be nominations and nominated. Who interest in any of the positions for party no one?
I'm more interest.
So
far no based on Ejuma Maye, based on the word from me grassroots, for I'm a grassroots person.
Okay.
You call me grassroots chief of staff.
Yes.
Where I say Ejuma there were levels.
Yes.
But I prefer to be on the grassroots level to communicate. So based on that, now most of them say me call for a role like the deputy general secretary.
Oh, okay.
Me papa they honor mean. However,
yes.
Some of us feel say you're supporting now. At least we can make sure that near my grassroots for here, we can actually connect the grassroots to the government. Yes, please.
Yes. It currently also called as deputy
general secretary
of the party. Yes. National. Wow.
Yes, sir.
I'm proud of you. What could you do?
So what was that? The thing is, they are not different from us.
Yes.
Papa Sly, I nearly lost my job when I was campaigning for Papa Fifi. Yes, I was one of the main coordinators in his campaign. I really fought. So it's a game, Nasi.
Yes.
Yes, we know how or what people want, and we know what he also wants to do for people. And whoever is in the party, Papa Sly, most of them, you even notice that some of them are now changing roles. Some of them are even now appointees. They are vacancies. So if there are vacancies, others need to fill the space. And those of us, or those who say, okay, we still want to be there, some of us also have to compete with them and then see how things go. It's just an issue of ideas, how we are going to shape ideas and then communicate to the people for them to accept us or not. Basically.
Oh, I see. That's good. Mekai Tama Barbara se was someone Eka Sobe deputy general secretary those times. Minimum between 2002 2003. No KUST. Enti owie no obeya na industrial national service ewo ashefem ye ho. That time na me no be presenter over to into about traffic. It's not a traffic. It's the bia benene sa na slide 1 year PM madam over to me ba we be twaso but we became good friends. Owie ye no name say o call district assembly offense and son a little bit journey fonka and I couldn't do my rollings more time. It's not me no. So I was there and I said Barbara and worms. I don't get house. And son of a law near them. Babs pa. Okay, then I had say or person contested for. Then I Omaba power Tamil deputy lands and natural resources.
That's it.
Trust me, wouldn't say I sat on radio and say no, me I crowd don't know this position. And then but Barbara was able to do it, and General Secretary position, deputy. No, so I got twice, me boy.
Yeah, twice.
Twice, yeah. My interview was several times. So I got twice. So come back, so I come back. 80, and then one was say, Oko. When you saw the Punu and saying to be the deputy general secretary.
Right. So this is my intention to go for deputy general secretary. However, Papa Sly, I feel say we need to have a connection between government and then the party, right? I'm not saying say people are not working. However, you know, the secretaryship role is more like a CEO of the party. I mean, so we share Papa most of the activities are come within the party. No, or then the nice to make sure say no more we call. So maybe DNA say my own is to support him, to follow his vision for the party, and to ensure that that bridge between party and government is well established and grounded. So that is my vision.
Oh, I see. Apart from that, basically, if you say or contest Definitely. Okay. If you are no be challenging and I say bisa. And you made mention of the fact that or your papa.
Yes.
Should in case say or decide say menko and now so decide say wako but any year we are willing to work with any other person bia or be assuming office now.
Yes, please. So I was like honestly party jumano.
Yeah.
And yes entire Ghana for is the party.
Yeah.
So definitely any other person or Bebano, we need to ensure that that synergy is there, that connection is there, that teamwork is there. We say whatever the general secretary will be working with in line with our party constitution and the mandate of our government which is in power. Why not? I'm ready to support that.
Process. Input Ben now if you said a big here.
Right.
Say as party ne edishishim na wo beka ho a wo betumi ama party ne gina ne na so. One of the things no so say mo am be gina as empanifo party no bia no ultimate goal ye ba kope.
Right.
To make sure some retain power.
That's it.
And adwuma kese pa.
That's true.
What that you when we say adwuma kese pa. Ah betumi aye.
That's it. So Papa Sly, that's a very good point there. Papa Sly, like I said, I'm a grassroots person.
Yes.
And Papa Sly, like I said, the role of the secretaryship or the secretary, you know, the secretaryship rotates around the secretariat, right? So basically, I'm looking at, it's not a matter of just sitting at the party office and then you are working. Yet the NSA, Papa Sly, Obi Owa, Ohia, Obi so Beson and Sasha. Ordinary for minister we change.
Yes.
Obi owa ohia say obey your phone call. Ako be change na a connecting na ebie door bi.
Yeah.
So like with what you are saying, the ultimate goal is 2028 which we want to retain power. And my objective is to make sure that we connect all the pieces to make sure that it is very strong to ensure that the goal of retaining power is achieved.
Yes.
Now, the reason what I'm just trying to say is secretary Emma instruction Isaac, this area, this is where the grassroots are complaining about. What do we do? Or he can share his idea. Isaac, I think we should do this here. Mr. Media say, oh Papa, what can Martin? Which people are the stakeholders? We need to get them involved in this whole process. And me Media say, me buana na you pushy all the necessary stakeholders for them to ensure that while they are working in the government sector or the government section, they connect with that of the party as well. Now, at the end of the day, nobody can come and break our ranks.
What special qualities are if you say others no person no contest no. Those special qualities are bigger than them.
Okay. But like you said, I'll talk about myself.
And I'm making
so me a team player.
Yeah.
I'm a team player. Papa say baby am ko bia no say be nyame adom nti amanfo eni je me ho.
Okay.
I'm able to connect very well.
Okay.
I know how to communicate with people. I'm also a unifier as well, and I also believe in respecting our elders. I also believe in working with people on the grounds.
Yeah.
So I believe that with some of these qualities, I believe it will make me stand out of the lot,
yes.
and then the mandate to be given to me to serve in the capacity in future when I declare my intentions.
As Madina constituency in Ankasano, why you be outstanding na Madina for no any muye person betting you do one dance here at the man national for.
Right. So Madina have been actively involved in most of the branches and then constituency elections. Right. So maybe the say I'll not go and pick on any favorite. You know, this game is very complex.
Yeah.
So maybe the say near my was a constituency in na the party will progress in the constituency. That is my focus.
Okay.
Right. And also one of the things, as you speak now, the current MC, Honorable Filer is semi-brapigi.
Oh, I see.
Yes. And the current secretary for Madina, Honorable Razak. Razak is like my brother.
Okay.
I mean, so these are people that I know from Madina. Issues big up, they call on me.
Yeah.
I go there, we sit down, we discuss, we let them understand that look, we are one people, and maybe Biane was saying take it and train position to resolve some of the issues. Na Kasa, you speak to this party, you speak to that party, and at the end of the day, we close the ranks and we move forward, because politics is all about democracy and governance.
Oh, yes.
I think for Madina, I'm well known enough. In fact, I was born at 37. I've stayed in Madina more than 30 years.
I have one kind.
But why? 37 military
hospital.
Yes,
oh, I see what trunk all your life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I don't even cry power.
But why?
I
know I cry very well.
Not cry very well.
Yes,
General Secretary positions, you know. As deputy, no, we are Miran and we are back. But me, oh, okay. Eti, Momo, the animal friend is saying 1 and 2 and some day.
There were operations, there were finance and administration.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, sir, we near.
Yes.
And a party in position you in one of those places, and now said the one who gets the highest votes gets.
Exactly. So I think the operations is the first one,
yes,
and then the finance administration is the second. Yeah. So the operations is more like, you know, that one is more technical, grassroots work. You need to be pushing more. So that's how the positions are. I think when you are even going to file, you can actually file and then include where exactly you want to go.
To move file here, either so yet the
operations,
first
yes,
as deputy operations and operations
exactly. As finance,
and which of them are you going for?
Operations is my field.
Operations in your whole field.
As a grassroots person, I feel operations is where I can perform very well. Yes, sir.
What do you mind saying?
So operations, like I said, is a grassroots work. We are looking at what are the needs of the grassroots. I mean, how you communicate to your boss, the general secretary. What are some of the reforms that need to go on within the party? Grassroots for we are looking at probably, I think for now we've digitized our membership registration to some point, but it has got to a point that was call extra. I mean, we need to have a point where we should be able to have a simple portal. Though they register you at the branch, you should be able to go to that website. When the branch gives you your ID and other things, you should be able to go to that website and upload your details. So that if maybe, for instance, a party card, printing though we have those structures, all I'm saying is we need to make it more efficient so that people can get some of these things. For instance, I was like me requesting a party card or head officer. I should be able to have an option where I need it to be posted to me. And all these things to maybe Ghana Post send a name mark on. No, let us employ more people. Maybe people who can be dispatching some of these things across the country, and that can also create jobs within the economy as well.
Maybe.
So these are some of the things we are looking at.
Oh, that's good. That's good. More insight of what you intend to do.
Thank you.
That's why homework ni ye
pa. Now you see yes. And we've had the opportunity to travel a little to see what is going on. So Papa's like copying. In fact, I'll not say even copying, but we doing what the West do to improve our lives, improve our community, it's not anything bad at all.
Yes. Because our system, no, sir, almost build the system, no. Say, yes, you to me build the beer, at least, give it to me abwaye.
Exactly.
Now, your lifestyle is so simple, because I had said, as all Bob Brand, as all baby say.
Exactly. But Papa's like the way our cousin Messio, me person next time, I say we Johnny Figana, Mr. Bibia very fine.
One funny thing is being Kabuchi, baby, Ada.
Obeko.
Sam,
Obeko.
being called visit to Koranda.
Young Bompire. Because Papa's like, see, these are some of the things. Even though government come to power, we need to also create opportunities for everybody. It shouldn't just be about Yama Papa's like appointment, Yama way.
Yes.
Sometimes in Penifoni to Kwaya, why not? You can involve some media. Let's pick them at random. And here say, we only because on also or establish contact and no investment is coming back to the country. And at the end of the day, on also needs to do improve or bit my employ 3 or 4 people. And if we are putting up the statistics, unemployment rate it comes from some of these small connections. Yes. You know, I mean we but some of us also want to come with our ideas to come and support the government.
Party Juma Yedding. Because the challenge on you is as Deputy General Secretary, all sectors of party no bia mo no mo de mo betum so mo communicate ba bontia and a cover bia chama kasa mo the next in command and mo ne ade so wo hwe edu ba bia amammu no se de esiko na wo hwe se de for the criticism ediba any idea would you be able to stand firm to be able to defend some of the things abina ya kofofu say we the enkoye we the engineer that one a challenge you know when you the wire ayebo abaso but the wire kofofu say we the enkoye no it needs say party no etimi ba edu ba bia we say the party stands like this the governance stands like this.
That's it.
Are you getting me? Into be who say party sector few say challenge conform and more appointment the omo ye no e ha adwun we create problem a create problem party no
right
and a party ko there ya no say party ko opposition ya
right
mo na mo party ni mo na mo hold the position mo ne ye bo so bo.
That's true.
No omo ye mo appointment no mo ko ka be ka mo ne de no ma for mo hu adi sa ne ma we no what trust access ye hu do say when it comes to these challenges.
Right, but thank you very much. But I think in future, Mr. Papa Chairman, now maybe one day you participate in one of their meetings. So in the NDC, it will be a FEC, Functional Executive Committee. Now, FEC near said that. But do FEC.
Okay.
So if you notice, the issues be back up. Maybe appointee be complaints bona enche bona nipa no wajo. Now you ask yourself, how does it happen? FEC will invite you. And FEC no, we have the party chairman. All the executives are there. And they have other elders of the party who come. They are frail. They are frail about slide. You have it easy. So you see, though yes, the president does some of the appointment, majority of it. Party needs one stake.
Yes,
the president can appoint someone. However, if the party feels no, this person on wire, they can make recommendation and definitely the president will listen. So NDC is one party that when it comes to our functional executive committee, it is up and running. And you can't mess up with your papa chairman.
Yes.
You can't. So Baba's like, yes, identify some of the gaps, the loopholes. We don't want the grassroots. Some of us don't want it should always be one side, the grassroots complaining.
Yes.
We want to go to the grounds, go and get the information. Here they are back. Oh, seniors, say na Nkosuo. How can we resolve it before it will escalate? So we are looking at a party and a government that anytime there are complaints, we should be able to be reactive. Okay. We don't want to be proactive.
Yes.
We always want to make sure assembly sinina yasano. We don't want to wait. Assembly sinu, then we now come and then we are trying to play around it. So I'll be able to stand that ground.
Sound?
Yes, sir. But I know it's not a Jumaba.
Yeah.
You see, some of the questions you are asking, I'm actually noting them down. Mr. T. Jumana, I'm not going to abandon you. I'll still come, Papa Sly. BBC Nkosuo, my platform.
Okay.
Meba,
yeah.
Say na, Nkosuo. Papa Sly, you can bring up your questions. Isaac, say, what do we do?
Yeah.
Oh, Papa Sly, this is what the party is looking at. That's what the party is looking at. Even if it means that we have to even allow the grassroots people to comment into the program for us to take the suggestions, why not? Okay. We'll be able to do that.
There was a time when party no the decision by from party headquarters.
Right.
Fifi Kweti, the chairman of the Katia, and the money said, Obia or person contested our party position beyond. In front of Juman was 6 months down the line and son. Currently, Nipa Bakum you be never who said, say, could you down car?
Yes.
Student trust room.
Yes.
There was also a call for general communication, national communication.
Yes.
Send a down for neighbors in Delhi.
Yes.
Yeah. Into a person call. And then other ones be, but other ones be also maintain someone taking a UBS some baby. That means a BSU and a power
exactly
or your key. Sad decision a part in the buy as a time of buying. No, you know what I'm saying.
Papa Sly, to be very honest, we were platform the any election has consequences movement. Mefa kunya we achiom. Me na me executive secretary on the platform. Yeah, they bought a party in for the party to come to power. When we won power and they made the appointment, I was one of the first people to advocate for that thing. Yes. I came up on my platform. In fact, we have about 300, more than 300 appointees on that platform.
Okay.
So Isaac Kasa. Papa Sly. You are holding a party position. Yamau, another appointment. Administratively, it is even conflict of interest.
Okay.
Let's be real. Aside administratively, physically, no, Okrano, Ejumano, ever more pressure. You are doing government work, you are doing party work, ever more pressure. So that's why I came out and said, look, if they have given you, there's absolutely nothing wrong for you to say, look, ya mami appointment eni me party position we made it for 9 years why ye nya bibia no
yankof serve party number
at least in an acting capacity so that time emre beswa was say yen contest here they will now come and do what we contest. So I mean after that time in executive me new be enko but when the general secretary Honorable Fifi Kwete brought out that directive, I was very glad. But why? Mind you, he wasn't the only person who took the decision. It was taken by effect. The only thing is, as the chief executive of the party, in quotes, that's the administrative officer of the party, he needed to come out to communicate it. The purpose line, Abwa, because at the end of the day, look at most of the appointees. Say, Obikita. Yamfan say, I will not be specific. Obikita portfolio as CEO, right? Na Usakita party position, maybe as any executive. And then you also want to come and you want to retain your position. Papa's like, na me no be prayer. Who has resources to retain the position?
Why you juma for some time?
Exactly.
But I never concern Nkosuo if you say a year you say, check time I'm the baby elections,
right?
Which is this year,
right?
And that means you say, Obi a man appointment. Then fan say after 6 months in governance,
right?
Not just say nipa na ya juma barely a year,
right?
Enti within a year pa or year juma no. Na oda so person ojina pe. E so resign fi abaya juma no.
Agreed. Papa's right.
And yet too early.
Papa's right. It's in order because the last time we had national elections was in 2022. Yeah, then so a 4-year cycle. And the cycle is up. It's 2026. We need to go. But what's like, respectfully, as CEO, you have your benefits, you have your privileges. You can be there. Allow yes why you were saying that you are even complaining. Yeah. And I feel that okay, no, I want to come and serve the party. At least party no supervise like you get to meet people, you get opportunities, you get the network, you also get to even interface with government. Party is just like what the CEOs are doing because we relate to them. We tell them the problems of the grassroots. We tell them how things can also be done. Yes, you chair your dreams. And mom say, look, you can do A, B, C, D. That can also help. So, Pastor, respectfully, for me, I 100% agree with that decision. And Pastor Osha, I must say, tensions are there about for because Pastor, you have government pressure, grassroots funding, more pressure, health issues. Galamsey, never be brave. Some people are not really happy. However, we have to also appreciate the fact that we just came. Never be over. It will happen, but it will take some time. So we feel that if at this point, even within our ranks, positions was but trainer, if you want to know, maybe so be trainer. Nipa baako kita positions be 3-4. Now as a person prepared to the night. And this grassroots there is a whole breed on its own. Yeah, we understand the game. We'll make sure that we put you to order. You can't just clamp everything for yourself and then.
And you're not time a decision the buy, set party after the Woody kind control.
Right.
Was there any reaction back on the platform again? Say assembly, Metrobaton Kai.
Yes. That there was a lot of reaction. A lot of people came up. Some even called me behind the scenes. Hey, Charlie Major, I said about some years ago, I've been moved. Interestingly, there are some of the appointees who even called. Some of them may call my office. Senior, decision we are. No, Papa Slide. Me never say bar. It's not platform matter.
Yes.
I visit a lot of appointees.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, senior, decision we are bano. And some people actually took it to court.
And you saw
the verdict.
Yeah,
and I was like, that we were so happy with the judge because my minute administration asset, and she knows that. Look, how can you be holding all these positions? And I was like, let's be very honest. People in CEO positions who are even in party positions, some of them are not so effective now.
Yes.
So respectfully, staying behind. And then your other brothers who haven't gotten anything to also come and contest and be there and act for us to look at the big ball, which is 2028. Please, you have to permit it to happen.
But everyone wants to say, "Wabemu yes, we are member of 2024 manifesto committee. I'm not communication sector.
Yes, sir.
Unya appointment, unya board be ason kodai, unya ibia. And what does so part no mu do 7% ko serve party no e dey yo
yes
that's like because at least in all the communication sectors ni na no mu ana mo so no at least I hope baby mu board be na be something just to make sure say because I didn't that's what would the year once you were able to sit down to plan for the party at bar power because everything in the manifesto here no a part and parcel of what brought you to power. I get me to say, baby, manifesto not it mean qua. It means to say, as a utro the keke. It mumu bisana dear, at least in by now, dear, as a same cap mujira baby. Unya was a mesa person me put Jinagami deputy general secretary. You guys have no.
Yes, so Papa's like I like that. Also, Papa's like Nipa dear, you should always have the belief. They carry that something can be done. But to be very honest, some of your committee members they are on boards.
Yes.
Some of them are even having positions in some of the critical infrastructure within the communication industry. But like I said, Bibia Emre.
Yes.
I don't know what is holding whatever appointment, but I feel say as a professional within the party, nothing is lost.
Okay.
Within the party. Now, within the party, so your structures be bria. I believe, sir, I can serve in those capacities.
Yes.
So, for instance, there were one forum here, Ghana Institute for Social Democracy.
Yes.
GISD, that's the NDC party school. We are doing reforms, and I'm looking at also serving in one capacity within the organization. And Papa Sly, me Gina and also it's me at their improving party, because that organization alone has trained over 26,000 NDC people. We have most of them in places and all that. And Papa Sly, sebi me work party, baby I me Juman. Say problems back within that space, and so I can communicate directly to my government. Say, look, this is what is happening within this space. How can we help the space? And I believe, say, this is the point that I feel. Look, let me come up after all, Papa Sly, the requirement to contest as any executive. It's just a matter of you have the party membership, you have your party ID, you have paid your dues. They are very basic. They are very basic, and everybody has the right to contest. At the end of the day, Papa Sly, also you serve. Even if you don't get the capacity, who knows? You might be identified by one of the party big men to say, "Oh, you know what, young man, come and work with me," and that's when probably your star will also shine from there.
Then comes yeah, can you make us a unya baby and she unya bansi kaibia kabema mi bi comes national. So when we talk of national means you need to appeal to NDC penning for a better the whole Ghana.
That's it.
And you need to campaign.
That's it.
What's up with this way? And now we sooner. Your friend said Supreme Court was a delegate system was then the young Bungunian Biden was indicated. I said, look at me now, grab a complaint. He said, at the end, said, we must see on the Bema party a boca more. The banner say a party to be boca more than said or more journey say more court bands or secretary monetization and more parties to boca.
That's true.
Another one factor.
Yes, that's true.
How are you going to manage to be able to reach up to the people of the NDC who matters most, who take the decision for you to become the deputy general secretary?
Right. So, Papa Sly, you said those who matter most. Now, those who matter most, they are just two. The grassroots and then the party big men. They decide. Papa Sly, like I said, in Pennyphobia or it's your ID. In Pennyphobia or most of paying for honestly, and this in paying for like that. However, like I said, me papa I campaign for him. Some of us are leveraging on that. But it's like going to any constituency within the country doesn't place restriction. It's just a matter of I prepare myself, go to the constituency to speak with them. I believe any Bibian is Kasem.
Okay.
Minisika to do that. But if within the course of this campaign, definitely you have some interested parties who identify you, they will call you to come and fund you or to support your campaign. And do bar,
yes.
But Amba will still go in the capacity that we can.
Okay.
Yes, we don't have the big cars, we don't have all the resources, but we'll go and communicate our ideas to the grassroots that look, this is what we want to do. We are people who have been with you. We are always going to be with you. We are not going to get there and then you call us and then
no.
Yes.
But
some of us
those times I made new shots. Maybe you see young food. Maybe testing me. See you, my back crap. I told my member what if you can invite me. Now, Mahama, I shall be see. Long before I say, be more call constituency communication, a bit more call regional communication, now my best use.
Right.
That's
it. But like, if you agree with me, Nipa dear, our innate behavior, it amplifies when we get power. But like, Nipa ne ya humble. Power or very humble. A typical person is our president. Okay. Like, if you disagree with me, you can tell me. Like, what does our father needs again. But look at him. He said, "Grandpa, the Oko baby will preach." You understand? We have some appointees, very humble, very down to earth people. Some also have their own issues. So I was like, what you communicate to the grassroots is, look, this is what I want to do for you. This is what I want you to tell me for me to communicate to where you want it to go to. Yes. I was like, like I said, here said, oh, honorable, yes, sir, Yabawi, say. Need AC. Obinso wa, need the say, oh, the Nebeko organization, but he said, but I was like, yeah, Maslock.
Yeah.
Maslock is a big organization that can propel the agenda of the party. Obiwa omu here say nipa ba ko pebe so as a team. We can gather communication officers from all the constituencies. We can even divide them into 4. Let's get a session with the Maslock CEO. Bring your people, bring your finance people. Let them come and communicate to the officers how your loan system operates or how your facilities operate. And when they go there, they communicate with them and they have regional offices.
Yes.
That's right. So nobody will have to travel all the way to come and see you. See you, my bound. Meanwhile, the resources are there that can be easily received by the person for the person to start something. But that's like, yes. But it's all about the God factor. It's all about your skills are yekita, and we believe that we'll be able to make it.
But you know, some December.
Yes, sir.
Enti samutu wia automatically mo no mu take office.
Yes, we take off, but there will be a handing over, an official handing over.
Until probably by 2027.
Yes, sir.
Now we assume office.
Yes,
no more take over. Someone more.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so between 2027 to December 2028,
yes.
If you look at the NDC now in government, now share a Juma more year. By 2027, we be assuming office.
Yes.
Ujidi say 2 years period na dem mu a mo be take office na anymore.
Yes, sir.
Party ni betimi abo adwuma ama motimi agina on leverage on it because party ni entimi anya adwuma kese a.
Right.
Madwuma rebedi to convince the people to vote for the NDC again will be very hard.
That's true.
From what you see from now up to this very time.
Right.
Going forward.
Right.
Do you see John Dramani Mahama and his administration performing extra better than what they are doing now to be able to allow you as Deputy General Secretary come 2027 to be able to campaign for the party?
True. So, Professor, thank you very much. Professor, we share the space window now, 2027 to 2028. You know, we have a government and we have a party.
Yeah.
Senyema Nkoyi or government, it is the party that serves as a check.
Yeah.
We, the executives, are the bridge. So, what's like? A lot of recommendations can go into the party for some restructuring to happen within the government, and that can make sure that it will propel us to win the elections. We are not going to win 2028 with a negidi Takashi. No. We are winning 2028 with the ideas. What is going on? Papa Star, you are test with me that there are challenges, all right. But Papa Star, we can leverage on it. We can communicate. That was one of our challenges from 2016.
Yeah.
And this time, we have identified all that. And we, the executives, are also going to position ourselves so that most of the achievement it will be communicated down to the Ghanaian people for them to give us the mandate. We will do it. We will do it.
Sound.
We will do it.
You see John Mahama performing better than this?
He will do better. Because like your manifesto is a big document.
Yeah.
It's a big document. And I will urge most of you, the media personalities, top people like yourself, to pick that document and use it to be judging us. Because one thing about himself, he always follows what he has put down.
Okay.
He doesn't drift. He's always going. Like this 24-hour economy. We started singing this thing 2016. And today, you can see it on the ground with the market they have started. Some of us too, when we come into the system, but was like jobs like remote jobs, remote amount for year abroad for Juma from Ghana. These are all part of the economy.
And I know Guzitanda ba outside the 24-hour market,
right?
Any 24-hour economy secretariat, right? Two different things,
right?
On a share, they are half one year, only home share, only more idea. Yes, they different because and for the court cases and the banner in terms of the 24-hour market because of the kind of demolitions on Moya War, there be on person who see it. What make me actually almost distance myself from Eno, right? And Kofonsu feel say initially na 24-hour economy na moon to mean yintina mo drifting away from there and we are moving into markets. Right. If you don't compare say 24-hour market, how can the market center run for 24 hours, blah 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 with districts and money and there and the official then Guzitano comes out to come and see this. Right. So we it tells us say two different entities no. The people say why they did the idea about say young 24-hour market because the secretariat is even trying to find money and now okay or say they big push sikadahwa right mupeja ya na your friends Abuja movie no ono the one entesa the one entesa into that means that the one needs a lot of resources to be able to move. Then comes a market that is bringing a cost of memfan say judgment debt to say why also court issue. Yes. How do you marry these two? Right.
So the 24-hour secretariat that is headed by your Papa Guzitano is a policy. It's a policy maker. So make a policy or no the or sentences. A, B. This is how we need to do things. Now, local government now came in to pick some of the idea. Local government is picking the word 24 hours from the secretariat. On the one funny time, on one funny time, on open. But it's like one thing I also want to add my voice when it comes to 24-hour economy. But it's like you can't 24 hours. 12 plus 12, amount 24. 8 plus 4 plus another 8 plus another 4 is 24. So you see, you got 24-hour economy. It's not just from an upper 6, you run to another 6. No, it can be broken down into pieces. Now, this markets are more, this is the Ministry of Local Government's idea that look, this is how we want some of the markets to be run. Now with this demolition in your money, my person, it was like sometimes we share plans not very well. In Sasinibia, some of these homes are located. We share more government in Sasa. Those are the special cases that they are having some of these issues. There's a typical market that I watch, Konkomo market. They went to earmark there for demolition, and the elders came up to say, "Oh, almost this thing we shouldn't demolish in the morning." All those things, was like kasa. When the elders engage with the government can now come down. Oh, okay, we initially demarcated this area for the market. However, due to maybe historical antecedents or whatever has happened in future, we can reconsider to shift the market to be this way. But it's like you rightly said, the two entities are different. However, for the secretariat, like you said, resources is something that the government is looking at to make sure that there are enough funding and resources to be put in place. But Pastor, you agree that sometimes when we put things in our manifesto, we need to allocate. And also some secretariat or some agencies are cost centers. But some produce money. But it's like when we build a market, let's look at how much money we can generate from a market in a day. But the secretariat, the drafting, even draft some policies, we need to fly the people out.
Yeah, to go and understand.
That's it. And you know, like you already said, though they are different entities, the government is putting things in place to make sure that the secretariat is well resourced, and then the secretariat can now connect to other sectors of the government to be very effective. So this secretariat like this is going to be connecting to Ministry of Interior. What can you do to make sure that you can run something like a 24-hour service? So for instance, I'll be very glad if Mapon Ejuma 5 p.m. I want to make my passport. I run to Ministry of Foreign Affairs after 5 o'clock. I'm able to do my passport. I'll be very glad Mapon Ejuma, Makotela Binche, Makotela Ninche, Susumi. Maybe the next morning. Today we have some tailors who can sew for you in 7 hours. The next morning, oh, Isaac, what are the night ready? And that time I'm meeting in Kenya, now I hear traffic come in Fieno. Guess what? My office cannot allow that. Maybe for instance, the office bit my dear to me say, to see our government, 24-hour economy is not mandatory. And you're mandatory, and you're by force. And you be you percent. Pilot in here, how it works. So it will come to a time of us like instead of your best start here Juma 8 a.m. no, your best must start here Juma around 10. Now upon around let's say 6 or 8. All these things are factored into the 24-hour economy. Into with that side, your papa is putting in structures. Guzitano, Honorable Guzitano is putting in structures to ensure that communication starts coming effectively. And that is what some of us will be leveraging on to make sure that Ghanaians understand that, look, this is a government we need to stay in power for a while to make sure that Ghana a bit pija before if Ghanaians will say, look, now we are tired of we want to hand over, we hand over.
Exactly 9 a.m.
Yes,
Major Bottom.
yes,
Anna, my name is Chuchin Command Officer Gina, now or your Deputy General Secretary of the NDC. Come say Omeka Kofa form or be file or be picket form or be kasa baby na by December you be to abano na nidi eka ho say yento no swaba na ombe the Deputy General Secretary of the party in terms of operations. But you know, I'll catch Ghana for any NDC for.
Okay, thank you very much, Obasla. Intino, Meda Ghana for us, Obasla also Meda wasi. But basically, what I want everybody to understand is NDC government via we have come to make Ghana a better place. Ghana for Ghana for Nyabo. This is our first term. Hereby, we already inherited challenges, and we believe that challenges now are inherited. We are up to the game. We'll be able to fix the challenge, and then in our second term of office, Ghanaians will see, practical changes. That is amongst themselves and then within the economy as a whole.
Right.
You best say Munsa Maya Kunya na ye Maya Papa Botre, but Bibia be fine. Thank you.
Madina constituency Bekono who Nkosuo bi office people should vote for them.
But was I me me support you but I support those who have brilliant ideas.
Okay. And
at the right time, I'll be communicating to people that look, this person's ideas it will fly. Me brother Bakuna so far me Nejuma Pan Alex Sapon.
Okay.
Or contesting for secretary for Madina constituency.
Okay.
Our church a lot of policies are it even found itself into some of our manifesto and some of the changes that are going on within, and I think that gentleman is a fine gentleman who can actually synergize with the party, because if they vote him at the constituency level, he will obviously be working with the regional and then the national level, and these are people we need to help the party.
Right.
Yes,
Isaac,
yes,
but that's it. 7 tunes are free, but I hope say from time to time, Michao na ubeye panel member for discussion. So I'll be to me about.
Very well said.
So
I'll be glad. I'll be glad. Yeah.
Now if you see a before now how.
Maybe if you see.
Okay. Thank you very much. I wish you well. You follow so now from time to time be invite you na dim komo bia that person. All right. It you be try upon Abbas my ye be discussion Alhaji Rafiq of the NPP and Afiyenia Idris of the NDC Medina constituency on also Kaise or contest of Medina constituency on also Baba Kamisana Omumino ya chance na discuss and sama akoso na wuchino. We basi sia. So welcome back. After you be doing come up, you na yatra say you perform you know, and you be doing come up. Idris Isaac, a member of the NDC, our Medina constituency. Oppressor you to the swaba na dachi bia bigina ewo Medina constituency na primprinano we kaya eni ni din komo ewa ha so person deputy communication ewo Medina constituency na no eni din komo ene oba be kan yensa for panel discussion afi yini abema Alhaji Rafik so aba be kan yensa so primprin oye kasamafo edema the NPP so abeka yensa yene mission komo na watchu musamba kwa na mienu enu akwa na watchu say yero kojo ponko masemo de kodai court primprin court say asem no won abo agu no the latest development apie sisia me no ekasai no so yebehwe na ya ka ho ase gold board hun sensem minority and the Hunsama Bayura for your marking at the explanation de Briaba a fee some gem fiso echo trena drain ebeka said the city at the Maya aye banter back and forth ubeka ya yura now opusujina now or chairman of the NDC echo class city FM and the city TV so echo your communication and the fast no some kono or no ne some gem fear ka said yes amisi address yasem no kenye sound no be address no and so hun sense ma copy ni say new dear but we apologize e be ama sami jemfu say sa asem na okra ye no wan kan yi ama sami jemfu e fan check no and so asama manfo e di hu komo say na sembe pa no kan yi tie say ko apologize ene enkomo bibra edapono so ene ye ba bedi e wo fia ha sei alaje dika be come inside enti ene alaje be hyase na Jesus so ba na ye ne ono so e de atoa so enti bomodia na ye didi nkomo alaje papa yo mi jo so minia na pom ti say adon e de nyame ase so be kan inside e hu me na no pass ya chu no pray the last time share weekend say I check akra because we do about FM you call Chrome Grammar yes I check akra but you na ebuju afọ na obi aso ho time na so see to books in pressure kwa ja bro this time books on there was say before because me kai those days I was school yes book back wa we read wa hase na one and your work cry no work mass no be there read Mr. Mensa has a small then say but this time round we buy P3 or P4 another one P3 on to me you see you should dey no I mean na me dey be yakwa say textbooks na aba the master dey aba say right away actually good right away Uko school na school is say right away dey na you use say I don't make am what kind of life is that I had my kids in another school who had moved to another school two bad different schools the other ones from books or and can we say use this right away so then I become confused. It's not the same syllabus. Accreditation to different writers to write it. Right, no. I don't really hear the business. I say a baby B school pay na. Are you confused? Especially I said they are buying here be now also for two books. Fees so about to books that class almost have to. Then the question is even free SHS we are here free SHS F cube free composite basic then you ask yourself what's the whole point? Because government schools require some of them are asked to buy these textbooks and the rest. I mean, for how long are we going to continue things like this? But the truth is that parents really, I mean, they are going through a lot. Especially around this time. I was buying share now education.
That should be one because it must be just one writer. It must be one book across everywhere.
Be all class 2 behind him say book. Be all class 3 behind him. Be because at the end of the day, your control final exams and general final exams. The
same questions.
It's Argentina. Right away. So me who got textbooks and now papa. And I'm saying schools no take advantage. Say, oh no, some books in back up and not the possibility. Meanwhile, no, or the 10 city, 20 city difference, like yes, which is bad.
Honestly, parents are going through a lot, and I think this is the time that we need to have a very uniform, textbook.
Yes, individuals. I don't pay the sicker.
Wait. Something has to be done about it.
Okay. It is also the kind of thing you will join the panel. No, na every Jumedi no at the abroad. My cousin Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic at the Calapas Post Office. On the Jumedi one also in our senior Jumedi at the bro. For Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic at the Calapas Post Office. I want to boy. I'm a Obi Biara. A real problem. Kwadanda or how I was so no. He ate flu hole. Many that say and then I'm not paying. So we have grandma now issues with prostate for when each second flu and not paying. You could see a real 2 o'clock. Almost sure men na almost solve prostate issues at the amamo into your prostate. We are going on pay. Apart from that, we are going pay a war, my power, men power, no me be a moment. In fact, maybe Royal Natural Health and Wellness become a passport office. And when you city brother, I will makola or it on the best of jewelries. Open jewelries at papa. Anna and come makola. I say asuma beer, say rings, I feel a yakuma beer, I feel so a wristwatches. The man side they don't want to turn makeups and be BCC, my wigs near the young. Want to be for each other. Bibia and Queen from Omo, my Colombian Ghana National Fire Service and people prepare. Medical say you be good board of common sense, and one minority gather to jar if a good born responses and fee by reckon was them. You could drop on Coma and drag Supreme Court to set clean as some of the buyer vacation. Judges now a lawyer for vacation and almost anything one intimate the assembly and also one about at 2 when father coming sack. Okay, here is
yes, sir.
Ababa. Now, whom to say? Yamiasi, my Samo and out of home.
From time down far, meeting down far.
Yes, okay.
And so started around 4:35.
Until condition or dog home outside the room.
The man be changing crowd, so still not. Yeah, now you're tripping it to.
It's not easy.
In fact, we need to be. I say in your opportunity, education drivers. It is not everybody who uses bike who is a rider.
Oh yeah,
that is the perception.
Some of them are using cars that are 30,000, 40,000. I collect what bicycle 350,000 Ghana cedi bicycle motor.
See, also that
is the passion. And yes, or cars, but when you see
350,000 more cars.
Precisely. Medical doctor. Medical doctor you should pay or walk, see and walk cars. When you say bike no pay. Bike national. I'm with the dislocation of the car. Yakwabuchi. Yakoshi said the amount of back still. Right.
Yeah, but there's some car. And you'll be a person who will no. Why?
Okay. All right. Rafik, Mona Mudi and Crack and their Babontin. Good board about 1.7 billion and a monkey campaign. Any idea? Business the same.
You in your education, you chair a chef for in the tier for especially Chiakesi Ekoma, Miami boss, the national treasurer of NPP, Dr. Charles Dramina, popularly known as Dr. China. Nyamiado, this week, they came from MRO to contest the position of General Secretary. Now, Dr. Charles Dramina and Ra say there was an engagement which I followed in one of the social media handles, and clearly I am more convinced at this particular moment, NPP, maybe I do it here, someone like Dr. Charles Dramina, a very disciplined person who is ready to give his all for the party. Now, Dr. Charles Dramina, let me say, in the last elections, he went for the national treasurer, he won. And clearly, like he has said and continuously say, when we say MPP, you see election, and collectively, we take responsibility for it. However, it is also good, say, you be check it, executives na each one, nipano etumi because so we are treasurer, so we are secretary, who wage man, was a way. Now you share individually. Why need to me why need to me and based on that, we can make an informed decision. And clearly, on all the policies be brave, and capacity no G2 the GD pass in composition there, in better pass MPP composition, because most of the policies on the buy had to do with party in power and party even in opposition. Because you shouldn't always think say they be now because who are more ABA ministers, who are CEOs, who are other government appointees. I will wait me call Manaya say I pay BB. But so who back opposition, how will you survive? How will the party survive? Or the Sanchez in buy? But say if in change or no acquire or no proposals into a boom and support him, sir, near my panel into me ambassador. Into your trans Adrian who will say, I dare not say open year, this is one casa, you take the front seats. And this is the more reason why Dr. Charles Dramina, Dr. China, echo for the General Secretary position.
Right.
Into your bumpire, Esre delegate say, you quack to Abana. Yet to the last one, me. Now, one thing that convinced me, I'm the current General Secretary, they say, or catcher, I said, John Boydu, at that time, one another General Secretary, or the MPP 169 seats in Parliament, headed by 137, into one born homebody, into Yantoman, Yaji to me a 2 man. Now, and then from 137, MPP was just 87. Now, 87 million. We still have people who are saying, say, Nipana Yadienti, SINCO supporting. For me, maybe I'm and I feel, say, this is the time we need a competent person, a more competent person like Dr. Charles Dramina to lead the cause for us. Now, I may buy and gold board. Yeah. One surprising thing is that you know Sami Jefi and in NDC. I'm so surprised say they will be criticized even if the criticism is constructive. They have issues with it. So if one person or Ghana or criticizing almost everybody in government, the previous administration, Sami Jefi, open one, you will not have anyone. We are not saying people should not be criticized. In fact, people should be criticized and it must be constructive. Inti honorable Afenyoma eko far gold board in December. Now before Yebeba Afenyoma Mike and Asem, there was a timer honorable Kojo Ponkroma, a raising issue of gold board. And Obeka say or requesting in Parliament say omope Sami Jevi Parliament now answer questions me regarding gold board. Sir, request now make here the speaker Anjanto, they did not grant it, and we could see clearly that Sami Jefi was evading and now was avoiding Parliament because on him saw Okowa Omomoti near Oyenase Bebre Ewoho, and they are going to query him and based on so far what he has been able to do with gold board. So he refused to come. Anyebia, if you know you have nothing to hide, everything is genuine, everything is clear, then why was Sami Jefi avoiding going to the parliament to go and answer to questions regarding the way he handles gold board? Now, Yembra Afenyomakin's case, Afenyomakin was very specific. In some kind, and yet NPP minority and a cast answer no. Okofa document in IMF. IMF IMF. And now Omoka said this is how much losses gold board has made. Indeed, Bonia Honorable Afenyomakin here and they say, or no, they are betuja because the people in government have seen that report. They have that report, including Sami Jefi Akasa. Okitasa report no. Say, hey, Papa, how come that they never brought it out? But the World Bank and IMF, any good commendations are they out. Now, Adena, IMF Aka say, these are the losses that we have made. And one person from the opposition party comes out to talk about it, and to the extent that Wakasa Semna will be very active, at least there should be some decency, there should be some respect, because he is the minority leader, for God's sake. You will chrome her, Sami Jefi, it to me can sem akesie, Niayen Ukraine, Niayen Tro, Bebre, propaganda Bebre, former president Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud. Look at their pedigree, but Sami Jefi never spared any of them. And the way you see you, gold board, what's my account once? Abra waka omo chen omo. So today the point is press conference now. Honorable Sami Jefi eventually obi bisa say no cry say. In some of at the end of the day, were they losses or not? He tried to explain, give explanation to Niesi, but that doesn't take away the truth. Said we recorded losses at gold board. You eventually conceded. So where is the point? That my account was because what SEO gold board in tea. Say you can say this domestic gold purchasing program. We claimed ownership of it. We said we introduced it. Is that not the case? Initially, when they changed this PMMC to gold board, in fact, they made the whole thing look like they are coming to create a whole something that has never existed. But we know clearly that it was from the PMMC that you created your gold. And one of the major projects that you embarked on was this domestic exchange program. They buy. And this is why we were cautioning and saying, ideas, so the best person to be able to propel those ideas into reality would be the other idea and the buy. Unless, of course, you should be ready to learn. But this is someone who has come and he feels that look at the losses that we are making. How do we have our own gold and then eventually we cannot have anything credible to say about it? You told us that gold board alone had made so much, around $17 billion in profit. This is what they were telling us. This is how much they were able to make. Yet today we are heading to go and look for loans to come and then take care of our free SHS. Nanado and Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bamia and their NPP did free SHS without going to take any loan to come and do.
Okay. My main call, Idris. Mami too. Gold board once I said, Sami Jefi have a reply.
My main fact when you and I TF4, because I am sure. And I'm constituent,
constituency, yes.
I'm paying for Obiano, and then I'm paying for Madina Dia constituency, delegates, delegate. Obibiota is like a usage now, you see, there be a cancer behind every successful president. Sorry, there's a good chief of staff. Okay. The chief of staff doesn't pay the chair. And it will be as far as I'm contesting any position within the and permit chair.
Chief of staff no be incoming flag bearer na say.
So chia.
But they may be some questions so me I mean.
Bisa de se man kan say mo so chia e fa ho.
Yo be chief of staff here.
No be flag bearer there.
NDC anyone that is chosen by the party we really get behind it. Unfortunately, the problem my MPP brothers are having, and as a problem my MPP in Penny for and I MPP for Elephant family, I want to say anything that there's no fee attached to it is a problem for them. So this one you don't understand. In the 2020 manifesto of the NDC, Gold Board we proposed that we are going to build a Gold Board. So Mpacho 2020 and the MPP decided to implement Gold for Oil project program in 2023. They thought of it in 2022 and actualized in 2023. Mpacho, and they are proposed in 2020 manifesto, the People's Manifesto. Now, a different concept of it there, but Gold Board and Gold for Oil purchase program. They are two different products. They are two different policies. You can't compare Gold Board to Gold for Oil purchase.
No, I wasn't talking about gold for oil. I was
you made mention of
exchange. No, domestic gold exchange. That one is different from gold for oil. They are two different policies.
So this project, these policies you are talking about, these projects are not Gold Board. So MPP did not initiate Gold Board. But your point of correction.
The first they only replace it with PMMC.
But this is you are saying will not wash.
And PMMC where it doesn't exist again. They only replace it with PMMC.
And so Gold Board is not
Gold Board.
Gold Board as a concept. See, you always proclaim.
I didn't almost
say a bad name change. A bad name changer. A bad name changer. You can't compare MPP to anything. A clear example. Nasia Dankwa then university are changing, you know. MPP has been existing for more than 32 years, from 1992 up to now. You cannot boast of one single university. All you can do is rebrand public university that are in existence. It's a bad rebrand of Pachomenko. Yanka Gold Board ourselves. Gold Board was established, was proposed by the NDC in 2013. People's Manifesto. Now, Baba is something different because the Gold Board is actualizing the dreams of Ghanaians. No, most of the buy. It's going to be positive. The People's Party. Most of them buy. What are you talking about? Gold for oil projects now. Buy. Look at the cost of it to Ghanaians. And again, you see, let me retrace again. Because there's no fee attached to it. Even, I think, let's make it as a fact. Most of our MPP communicators for that matter party need free SHS. As a matter of fact. There is no way, there is no way the Bank of Ghana. So are you saying that the MPP party knows the difference between bad and good board? Good board this morning. Oh, I put it. I will read it. I mentioned the page of that document that the IMF mentioned good board. I put it to you. My brother answer me. So why are we discussing good board if IMF has not mentioned good board? I see. They want to make propaganda of it because Sami Yemfi is the target, and you see. Combine all successful students. Those he has retired, we know them. So please, how the gentleman to do? You see, if you are a creative young guy and I bring opportunity as a cell, and Sami Yemfi is doing that perfectly. Before the NDC came to power, you see, again, our party is making things so difficult for some of the communicators because the embezzlement, the stealing, those who have caused those come to the country are still working free. If you have power nanka, after you on a yajina, Obenya no have cancer more kind. Men can say without trials. But so what not now your friend is saying ECG board to make a loss of almost 8 billion. At what cost? What revenue did that 8 billion brought to the Ghanaian? And you collapsed the energy sector. So many debts was in play, was there without payment. He says your mama came and started paying those debts. And the Obia Watna ECG board, Gunu. Even statutory payments, as the bank and say, and the person have the justice to now come out to come and complain about somebody who has brought in 17 billion US dollars and ran at a cost of 1.7 billion. But you will be the 70 billion US dollars about. Not in between wire cost of 1.7 billion Ghana cedis. But you and can buy the couple. $17 billion US dollars. You and I have and the economic now, you're telling it's not running this country. Past years without going to all the SOS, in out of gold. See, the every month is because of the liability when it comes to the government. That's the total 17.6, not 26. Now, but look at it. For the past 1.5 years, there's a stability. The dollar has not gone beyond 12. And Bank of Ghana Finance Minister Goldberg have assured that there is enough reserve to make sure that we continue that path. Now, economy being negative, tax status, no. You have the guys to talk to us. So you see, there's a lot of problem. And even this loss they're talking about that Bank of Ghana has incurred. Bank of Ghana incurred those losses because of forest exchange rate. Because Bank of Ghana has this inter rate almost setting the base rate for transactions when it comes to cedi to dollar transactions. Forest bureaus have different base rate because Bank of Ghana base rate 200 never said 11 cedis. Me I make a scan of Bank of Ghana beton. Me turn it. The ever say Bank of Ghana turn 11 cedis. Now I buy at a good from the world market price. Okay, it is a world market price. Now me I make a good maybe a Ukrainian, you know. Me to work as a Bank of Ghana base rate. The parliament expect say send a current dollar rate at here. Obeko Forest Group now got to say 12 cedis. Those 1 series difference in the Goma Salos no buy. And I'll prefer us as Ghanaians making the money for the farmers and the miners than to allow foreigners, I won't mention any country, to be smuggling our goods out. Because say Ghana was supplying a lot of goods to Dubai and other stuff. The finance minister told us that he go to a conference and he was thinking Ghana exported almost 1.2 tons. And then the Dubai government is saying, oh no, what if this country is almost 4.5? So the difference went where? Private pocket. But with gold board, we are able to curtail all those illegal money that was going to individuals' pockets. And we are using those monies to develop this country.
Gold board, any bank of Ghana. Kitty, a day, Intia, a man, I the form, and the Casafa, 6 7
now, in the absence of good, that's not good money. You look at the situation that you see. Countries that do not live in it is to their benefit. It's to their benefit. At the moment, but it's not the country running smoothly. The Americans went there to capture their breath. So that's the international relation and the neo-colonialism agenda. So if you are a country and you want to be on your own, and those foreign powers that let me break my point. If you are dealing with countries that were benefiting directly from you and they are not benefiting again, you think they'll write anything possible with you. And look at the object of our current president. He is trying to make sure that Ghana is so much independent of things. You think your colonial masters will be happy with you? They will not be happy with you. So all these reports, I'm getting the West report from
IMF.
Yes.
Sound.
Oh, come on. They will do everything to make sure that we go back to borrow from them. It is when they are going to borrow from them that precisely. It is when they are going to borrow from them that they will be happy to do. They will be happy to write positivity about you. See, and young one of Kacha said the economy is doing so well. Just when MPP lost this, what did they? So just within the 2-3 months now, MPP losing election, they are now telling us the economy was bad. Mpacho, Tamana, we were borrowing beyond our means, no. Almost anything negative about MPP. So these are people that if they are feeding on us, they are okay. So we must be careful with the way we deal with these people. See, Burkina Faso is now being transformed. Are they happy with it?
No.
They are not happy with it. So everything, if Ghana decides to Ghanaize our Ghana, it will be a problem for us, I know. So you see, it shouldn't be only gold board. We should now begin to do a rice board. What's the name? Maize board. So that we invest in those things too and stop importing them. And you will see the things they write about.
All right.
Weren't we in Ghana here that USA blacklisted Ghana and told us that Ghana is not a travel-free country? Ghana Yakuta. And look at what we're writing about us. There's a kidnap here, there's a rape here. So Ghana decided to begin to play with them when they come to deportees of those African origin before they reverse that. So don't you think that this IMF and the World Bank will not be behind and write anything about Ghana because Ghana is not controlling to them? And don't forget that our president too is look at this repatriation agenda. This, our president is championing. You think they will allow it to go free? They will not allow it to go free. So please, my brother, let's come together and stop this dirty politics we are doing against state issues that are doing so well. At the moment, 17 billion has come, and we have made a loss of 1.7 billion Ghana cedis. Look at the economic benefit. Look at do the analysis and look at the difference.
All right, this is good.
I'm happy with it.
And the next 6 minutes, no, some that 6 now. You'll be answering.
And they say, or admit, say there has been some losses. So if you are admitting.
No,
I'm coming. You mentioned of what came in. You mentioned of what came in and what was lost. You mentioned that you got 17 million. Is that not what you said?
1 minute, please. Look at this implementation. Say, Okonof, Bidieka, that's Okofa Chaku, $1,000 back.
Why doesn't he take note? Take note of what you asked. So when you were speaking, I was taking note. So when I'm done, so when I'm done, you take note of it. When I'm done,
please,
don't do these things. Yes, we do this. So take note of it. Take note.
I've never said any gold board has made any loss.
Okay.
It's Bank of Ghana loss. It's not a gold board.
Okay.
So the person. Or no, I can say is Bank of Ghana
loss. It's still going back to me say. But
I'm having a panel discussion with you. So you want me to refer to someone who has not had a discussion?
I have not said gold board has made any losses.
Yes, and I'm saying that you said Bank of, and I'm saying yes. Now you said Bank of Ghana, or you didn't say that one.
Yes, that one I said it.
Exactly. So let's have a very organized program. This is what you said, and you don't deny that you said that.
Yes.
Good. And I'm saying that. We'll be saying a question. Say, what is the relationship between Bank of Ghana and the gold board? Sa answer no ambo. Meaning say who because I didn't get that answer. Now, gold no, a Bank of Ghana na toffee gold board for her. That is what we don't get. Do you get it? Now, when the transaction is done, do you think IMF would be talking about gold board or talking about Bank of Ghana and will not bring gold board?
Mention the page for us.
Now, listen, you are not the moderator. Please allow me. When you were speaking, I just sat and listened to you. Let me finish. Now, from the IMF report, it says that IMF supports the strategic purpose of gold board. Centralizing domestic gold purchases and exports can help Ghana build international reserves, reduce foreign exchange leakages. This is from the IMF report. And formalize the artisanal and small-scale gold sector. And however, the IMF has raised serious concerns about financial and fiscal risks. The domestic gold purchase program generated a reported 214 million quasi-fiscal loss in 2025 through end Q3, largely from trading losses and gold board off-taker fees. This is from report. Now the source is from the IMF press briefing transcript. Julia Kozak is the director that made the presentation. Then he goes further to say that IMF therefore wants stronger transparency, governance, risk management, and cost controls around gold board. Inti gold board eka ni esin osan ma mitigating advice say yeko enim no ogidi say domestic gold purchase program a good that gold board is running a good thing. Now going forward, no, even though they have recorded some losses in 2025, which he quoted as 214 million quasi-fiscal loss in 2025. Now yeko enim no or say to make it better, because idea no concept no be good, but implementation is leading us to make these losses. And all my advice say the IMF therefore wants stronger transparency. There must be transparency. And how do you get transparency if the CEO of Gold Board is running away from the Parliament of Ghana to come and answer questions? Because who call Parliament were the actually obiadwin were in party or in opposition. Obebi sao ana yesa na emwaebi wo na odiama. Then he goes further to say, most importantly, in its July 27, 2026 sixth and final ECF review, the IMF said Ghana must fully transfer the domestic gold purchase program to Gold Board while permanently ending quasi-fiscal activities at the Bank of Ghana. So you see the link between Gold Board and Bank of Ghana. In this TV, so now we say a Bank of Ghana. Now Bank of Ghana Enfa gold somewhere. I mean, I don't get the whole picture. So sometimes we need to, when we have an opportunity to be on set like this, we need to credit Omo Omutie with a lot of wisdom, because a opportunity na many there are a lot of people Omotiti fear Omutie Omutin Semiase Omunimde cry a chain Ebia Meneno. But we have to credit them with that. Now, going forward, I have dealt with this Gold Board matter. I mean, I think going forward, what Sami Jemfi and his NDC can best do is to make sure that they are transparent. And by transparency here, we mean that make yourself available to the House of Parliament. We have made a request, formal request, that come and answer. And yet press briefing just like that. Then we also heard that Neil Ante Vanderpool,
yes,
oye NDC ni mapa. Mati say or Lezini Boot Cross or be contested as NDC national chairman. Now Neil Ante Vanderpool, he has been 2-term or 3-term MP or so. Onye ni pakitwa wa NDC. Now when he had the opportunity to give his make his independent analysis of this issue, any Sami Jemfi's approach to allegations now, IMF, Mbekia, Honorable Afenyomakins, ABC Subium. Okay, say he is a communicator, and if he was in the position of Sami Jemfi, the way Sami Jemfi went about it, he wouldn't have gone about it that way. This is not mean a person, but in the personal view at the time he was espousing it. and he's entitled to it. Do you get it? Because he realizes clearly that Afenyomakins never said this from a minority press release. He never said this from NPP headquarters report. He said this from the IMF. Which or no
Nilanti didn't say what you are saying. Say Asemno Yan can free. He was espousing his independence of the response or the mind say or no or your communicator that approach and you are making the matter worse. See, media now make out. Some people will be entitled to but Uncle Cassie make oh, no, they say. Said you see communicating and can you send a beer or no by approach a seminal. One fast say, I am a for one can't say now we can't say that we back one fast as a number. I don't pay the whole heckle with me. Inti, no cray. Trudeau say, near Afenyomakin sky. Na if you IMF document. Inti or cancer seminal. Samija Fibe Yano. Over Yano. One Kasai. And your friend said Neil and Vanderpoy. Emeka said no. The way he went about it, and Kayonoa, he wouldn't have gone out simple that way. Simple. And if you ever news, we say, yes, say, Uncle apologize, say Emma. Why Samiji? Waranda apology. Edgar Massamiji. And no Nayati. It is so been a force and so been a kind of. What we know, they say, Waranda apology, Magada information from the whole Nasama of the yes, I make the feet down. Apologize, case die. And I made it. We are only when I tell say yes, say Yama won't know. Never Martin no say yes, say yes, say Chinchina say Uncle Pacho. Sisi asikani nyina ono na ewo nche won ko pachawa ebi a chairmanship na okọ no kra no no so mefa gold board akọ jibe bi dia e ka pidi wanye ne sa okọhye kukuo so ya enye yi de o so ye na obu nkotoje na ye nyina ye hu se okobu nkotoje apachaw. But that doesn't take away the facts say near IMF e kan ni. That doesn't take away the fact say e was say ye this if your politics mo because Anyebia Mejidi Pase Afenyomakins is older than your friend is saying Sami Jefi, and in terms of politics he has been in the political game longer and has served in higher positions in government than Ono Sami Jefi. So it is anything to go by, and also looking at Yankasa custom generally as Ghanaians. We need to do things, speak with some the decorum and all that. In this Obiaka Semnas are there. What do you say? Also face him with the facts. Facts no brat. He said obey a press conference. Say what the own information number. In think we Saka Saboni no free more. Do you get the point? And can say Bibia or no can ask them or no nasem also or say Nina Sony. And also Babeka Odi. In the Kawadi said at the end of the day, you be who your home as breast. In the Ramiti Afenyomakins, like I said, he values relationship, he values brotherhood and all that, which is true. And now Nekasa also, even in parliament, even though he's sometimes very hard on them, but he does that with the necessary decorum that it deserves. And by this is
the issue is that the age of Methuselah has nothing to do with the wisdom of King Solomon. The age difference between Afenyomakin and Sami Jefi is wide. But the truth is that in terms of smartness, intelligence, Sami Jefi has even their parliament to invite him.
Obama has been invited. Go and check. The request is go and check from parliament. One of our markets made a formal request in Parliament. It's on record. They say it's on record. Say they are requesting and a speaker and decline here. The speaker can say, so maybe after now what is that? The earlier request was rejected. It's formal. No, but you are also in the media and you know that there was a request that we never no problem.
So my brother,
he has now accepted.
Today on this show, you are telling us that Sami Jefi has a right to reject a call.
No.
Oh,
no, I've not said that.
Oh.
You said I'm saying that no, a request was made by minority
True. I can't have my own opinion. I make my own
statement. No, you are saying that you are
so I am saying. I'm not ending my statement. So what are you saying? What do you hear? What do you hear?
No, I am saying that you listen to me.
So what do you hear?
You let me clarify myself.
You've not heard what I say.
Let me clarify myself. Oh, they say me come media. So bad.
I am saying that on this table, it's my brother saying that Sami Jefi can veto the Speaker of Parliament when he's invited.
I didn't say that.
No, but he said he has.
I didn't say that.
So
I said a request was made
by minority leader.
By minority through Ojo Oponkroma to the Speaker.
And the Speaker
and the Speaker is not NDC. NDC, why is he protecting?
So I am saying
why is he protecting him? But the Speaker on NDC. NDC is not protecting him. So
NDC have no idea about that.
NDC is Speaker, yes. Let's not pretend about this. Adena party we are saying Nipa Speaker.
Okay, he's about to
protect.
My 6 minutes will start from now, right? My brother took.
But you even the initial one you spoke for close, so you spoke for one time.
What I'm saying is that Sami Jefi do not have control over Parliament.
Yes.
Parliament is a whole state institution on its own. If Parliament invites Sami Jefi,
but the NDC has an interest.
Sami Jefi will show up.
Okay.
So no Parliament is yet to officially invite Sami Jefi. Sami Jefi has not said anywhere that he's scared of Parliament. He has not said so.
But requesting
yes. But we don't need Pacho, whether he likes it or not. If there's an invitation by Parliament, Sami Jefi, Parliament can even pin him, stopping him. So
before I outside the press, so please,
Sami Jefi has never said anywhere. No, my brother, please. Sami Jefi has never said anywhere that when he's called by Parliament to show up.
I didn't say he said that. I said his colleagues in Parliament and the Speaker. His colleagues and the Speaker are the ones protecting him.
Again. So when it comes to fairness, the auditor's report is there. There has been an audit report of the gold board businesses. So please don't go there. Again, trade losses. I was giving you a scenario. If I decide to go to the north and go and bring charcoal and come and sell in Accra, in between the north and Accra, I'm going to get trade losses because I'm going to buy fuel, I'm going to hire a truck, I'm going to pay for that small token the police have been taking from us from that road to Accra. But if I get to Accra and I spend 100 cedis on one bag of charcoal and I make 200 cedis, will you say I make losses? Who does trading without making losses? Don't you have expenses? So if your revenue is bigger than your expenses, will you have a problem? You are trading to make profit, not to make
losses.
Yes. So if I'm making
losses, you are not making the profit. You are not making losses.
So you know who said gold board make losses?
But that's what IMF just said.
A company that my brother.
That's what IMF said.
What kind of thinking is it?
That's what IMF said.
A company that has auditors report is saying that make of 5 point something billion. You are here saying they make losses. The expenses that brought the income, you are calling it loss. The expenses that brought the income. Now what's it then? IMF again. I don't know why our this part of the world still goes to IMF. We should focus on we should focus on our inter-African trade because see, I dare my brother here, all of us here. Mention one country that IMF has been able to transform. Mention one.
Tell me which of the
oh
NDC
my brother, allow me to flow. Stop that.
From Rollins, all the
Allow me to
NDC
flow, right?
including Prof. Mills.
I'm saying that. Mention one country IMF has been able
all
to
of us have
transform.
gone there.
You will not take the eyes of
And
IMF.
it is due to the exigency of the situation that makes us go to IMF.
It is hard time.
But when they give them credit ranking, positive credit ranking, they take it and they come and boast with it. But when they tell you have done something that is not correct, that one you have a problem with it. The IMF praising government where they take credit for it.
We don't.
Now who say IMF credit? Then you take that one. But someone can say why
I'm saying that if you use 1.7 million Ghana cedis,
when it's
if
credit,
you use 1.7 million Ghana cedis, billion Ghana cedis to make 1.7 billion US dollars, our audience will be the budget. You see, they are scared is that the way the good board is moving and the things they are doing, they will not come to power now. Because it's a few months ago, we were in this country where all the state institutions were making losses to the extent that they wanted to sell, what's the name, Tema Oil Refinery at 23 million Ghana cedis. But now to look at how much Tema Oil Refinery is bringing to us. So you see, because of their appetite for borrowing, they will love the economy to collapse. They'll say, hey, look at Mahama, he's not managing the economy well. But frankly speaking, we Musanka, because Mahama is doing well. Look at all the infrastructure projects that you intentionally started without paying for it. Look at what they've got into. When was the last time you passed through the Dodua Road? When was the last time you passed through the Apokwasi Road? Look at the community roads, the Hohoi Road and other stuff. Look at the project that was ongoing. The government has not borrowed a peswa. Okay. Look at school feeding, health insurance. All this substitute payment has been made without the government going out to go and borrow. Okay. So the difference between the MPP and the NDC is wide, it's clear.
Okay.
You have so much incompetent leadership.
Very much.
The NDC do not
give me just 2 minutes to pay. I like the under 60 seconds. Could you open my dismiss? I know 60 seconds to pay.
Okay, before that, World Bank loan to expand secondary education 2026 NDC. Almost for World Bank loan, $300 million US to any. Go and check. This is the news. So you are here talking about say somebody has a penchant for borrowing, and I've just given you a clear example. This you don't have to even talk again. You don't have to even talk again. I've just proven you wrong. Now, finish. Yes, so you don't even have to say anything because I've just told you. You say someone has penchant for borrowing, and I've just given you a clear-cut direct message from your own government, which is saying they are going for 300 million to support free SHS. Those of us who brought the free SHS, did we go to take loan to finance free SHS? We never did. So the penchant to go and borrow is rather the NDC. And if you care to know, the first government that took us to IMF is NDC. And all the successive governments from President Rollins to Mills to Rollins, Mahama 1, Mahama 2, all of them have been with IMF. That is on record. Now, let's get to the court issue. Like I said, the last week, Ghana is a democratic country. We are governed by the rule of law. I think the best way to do is not to is to go to the court, not to pick arms, not to pick cutlasses and whatever and attack each other. He has gone to the courts and the court has spoken. The Apex Court has spoken, and I don't think it is the actual case that has been heard. It was whether those other cases should continue or not, and the court says they can continue because even in the legal vacation that is already established, there were some special cases that could go on. Now, if a judgment is given and it says that no case should be heard, it means that it would affect the ones that have already, the window was given for those cases to be heard already. And for me, I would say that, I mean, it's the decision of the court. Okay. We as Ghanaians would have nothing to do or can do nothing about it. Okay. And I mean, we'll just go by it.
All right.
Yeah. It is. However, the lawyers for the in those cases also have they can also decide whether to go or not to go.
It is not material.
Yeah.
Okay. The message say unanimous FCB Ghana.
Okay. But that is what has just happened.
Oh.
And yet the same thing. When who empanel the judge? Or see any unanimous FC. Do we have anything like unanimous FC? No, David, would have been some. Do we have anything like? So what is unanimous FC? One by see, maybe also one by empanel court. You know what the judges will walk of farm will be for. Yes. Walk of farm will be for. I would say there's no unanimous FC. And then the same thing.
They are scared of being prosecuted. Inshallah, by the close of this year, next year, a lot of them will go to jail. Okay. So that's what they are scared of. Well, you see, like you can go ahead and when they come to this prosecution to continue. Okay. Even if we are unable to, vacation will reopen around October.
Yeah, October.
Whether they like it or they will be prosecuted. If they are witches, we will hunt them. All that I'm saying is that the gold board has brought us 1.7 billion, and they make a loss of they've spent 7.7 billion Ghana cedis in getting 1.7 billion US. The gap is huge, and we will encourage the gold board CEO to do more. Okay. The future of this country belongs to the youth, and inshallah the sky will be our limit. We are doing so well.
All right, let me fast that from Idris from Medina.
Open propaganda too.
This
is the first time I say anything complaining about propaganda.